Yeah, so thank you so much for being here today. So would you mind introducing yourself briefly first?
Of course, Takuto. My name is Abigail Olemos de Silva. I am with leading real estate companies of the world as Director for Member Success for
Mhm.
Europe, Middle East, and Asia Pacific. At the same time, I also lead the commercial program. So that's the commercial
Mhm.
network within LeadingRE.
Okay, thank you so much. So to start, could you tell us what exactly is leading RE, and then how would you describe the network to someone hearing about it for the first time?
I would be happy to. So Takuto, leading real estate companies of the world, or leading RE, we
Mhm.
are a global network of strong, independent real estate companies. And what
Mhm.
brings the network together is the belief that, clients should be able to benefit from trusted local expertise wherever their real estate needs may take them. Our
Mhm.
members, like yourselves, an international property agent, are deeply established in their own markets. But through Leading RE, they are connected internationally. So that creates opportunities for referrals, knowledge sharing, business development, and collaboration across different markets in the world.
Mhm.
So one of the most valuable aspects of the network, if I may add, is seeing these relationships turn into genuine connections between people and businesses. So our recent Impact Forum and Investor Exchange last May in Tokyo was a very good example of that.
Mhm.
It brought our members together with local expertise and Japanese investors and created conversations that would ultimately lead to real estate cross-border opportunities.
Thanks so much. That sounds very fascinating. And then building on that, I'd like to ask how leading RE is different from other real estate networks or global franchises.
Yeah. So, Takuto, one of the biggest difference is the strength of the
Mhm.
local companies within the network. Uh, Leading RE, we connect independent businesses that have built their own reputation, market knowledge, and relationships locally. So we're not trying to replace that local identity with a single global brand.
Mhm.
Instead, the network connects those very strong local companies and gives them an international platform. At the same time, we give them expanded capabilities to help them compete on a much larger scale without sacrificing the things that made them successful. So that means when a client is referred from Japan to another country, for example, they are not simply being passed, to someone based on geography. They can be connected with a trusted leading RE member who understands the particular market and who is part of a network built around professional relationships, accountability, integrity, and expertise, and meeting the unique needs of people who are interested in buying properties in another country. And with that, there is also a very collaborative culture within the network. Members readily share market intelligence, opportunities, and experiences with one another, which becomes increasingly valuable as real estate becomes more and more international.
Mm. Thanks so much. So you touched on this a little, but so IPA recently joined leading RE, and then from your side, how do you view having IPA as a part of network?
So Takuto, IPA has been with leading RE for quite some time now, and we see IPA as a very important partner within the network. And over the course of our work together, and particularly through the APAC Forum and Investor Exchange in Tokyo last May, we have seen how much IPA can contribute to connecting the Japanese market with our wider international network. So while I appreciate the relationship, going beyond simply being members of the same organization, we have been able to work closely with Mariko, Manabu, and the rest of the IPA team on investor engagement, education, market insights, and experiences that helped our international members better understand Japan. At the same time, IPA has the opportunity to use LeadingRE to connect its own members and clients with trusted real estate expertise internationally. So it's a two-way exchange, and it's exactly what the network wants to create.
Mhm. No, thanks so much. That's great to hear. And then, so I wonder from your leading RE perspective, what you see as IPA's key strengths?
Oh, there are many. There are many, Takuto, but one of the most important is IPA's deep understanding of the Japanese investor and the real estate community. So you guys, you understand how Japanese clients approach overseas property investment, the questions they ask, and the type of information and reassurance they need before making any decisions. So that insight is extremely valuable for international real estate companies that want to build meaningful relationship with Japanese buyers. In fact, IPA has been so successful assisting Japanese clients with overseas property investment that IPA have received many awards from LeadingRE for excellence in facilitating cross-border real estate opportunities. And we also saw during the investor exchange how IPA can bring together education, investors, and international real estate opportunities. So Manabu, Mariko, and the whole IPA team, you guys helped us create an environment where our members could better understand the Japanese buyer, while the Japanese participants could learn directly from real estate professionals representing different international markets. And I also want to add another strength of IPA is your willingness to collaborate. So during the Tokyo event, the IPA team supported everything from investor engagement, market education, to the property tour and local logistics. You know, that level of involvement helped make the experience so much more meaningful for our participating members.
Thanks so much. It's an honor to hear that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
For our Japanese clients specifically, what are the real benefits of having access to the LeadingRE network?
Mhm. So for a Japanese client considering overseas purchase, one of the biggest benefits of connecting with IPA is access to trusted local expertise. Through the LeadingRE network, IPA can help connect the Japanese client with an established real estate company in the country they are considering. Or in the alternative, IPA can introduce other countries that a client may not have considered before, but may be ideal for their needs. So instead of beginning the process without knowing who to trust, the client can explore a country through a professional relationship between members of the same global network. So that local expertise can then help the client understand areas, property values, market conditions, transaction process, other local business practices, while also helping coordinate the appropriate legal, tax, or other professional advisors in due course. So for many international buyers, Takuto, confidence is as important as access to property. Having trusted professionals on both sides of the relationship, IPA in Japan and a LeadingRE member in the destination country, that can make the experience much more comfortable and informed.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks so much. So moving on to the more general questions. When buying property overseas, why is it so important to be connected a genuine local expert?
Because real estate is incredibly local. I mean, well, we can all search properties online, wherever we are in the world. But understanding a market or a country requires much more than looking at listings. So there are differences in neighborhoods, in pricing, financing, tax implication, negotiation culture, ownership structures, and even cultural expectations. They differ from one market to another. So a strong local real estate professional helps a buyer understand those nuances, and importantly, it helps the buyer ask the right questions. For an international market, that trusted relationship becomes even more valuable because they may not have the existing network or contacts in the country of their choice. But through LeadingRE, our goal is to help bridge that gap by connecting clients with professionals who know their markets extremely well.
Yeah, thanks so much. So looking ahead, how do you see the future potential of LeadingRE and IPA working together?
There is significant potential, Takuto. So the investor exchange, it demonstrated that there is real interest in creating stronger connections between Japanese investors and the international real estate market. I would like to see us continue building on that through education, investor engagement, referrals, and opportunities for LeadingRE members to share their markets directly with IPA and its community of customers. So there is also an opportunity for the relationship to work in both directions. So we want more of our international members to understand Japan and the opportunities in your country, while also helping IPA and your client access opportunities across the LeadingRE network. The more of our members know one another, understand one another's clients, and develop trust, the easier it becomes to identify genuine business opportunities. And that is why events such as our recent APAC Forum and Investor Exchange, they're so important. They create the relationships first, and from those relationships, we can build future businesses.
Thanks so much. So the last question. So could you share a message for Japanese clients?
Of course, of course. I would encourage the Japanese clients to be curious, but to also surround themselves with the right people. There are tremendous real estate opportunities in many markets around the world, but each market is different. So I would encourage your clients, the Japanese potential buyers, to take the time to understand not only the property, but also the location, the market fundamentals, the buying process, costs of foreign ownership, and what they ultimately want the investment or the property to achieve for them. And Takuto, they don't have to navigate that journey alone. One of the advantages of working with IPA and the LeadingRE network is the ability to begin that international journey with trusted relationships. IPA can help open the door, and through LeadingRE, we can connect clients with experienced local professionals in markets all over the world. Ultimately, real estate is more than just a property. It's about people, local knowledge, and trust. And when those three elements come together, clients are in a much stronger position to make informed decisions. With IPA and the LeadingRE network of strong, local, independent brokerages, clients gain access to trusted expertise on the ground, combined with a truly global reach, helping them navigate opportunities across borders with greater confidence and clarity.
Thanks so much. So it's a pleasure working together. So that's the end of
Thank
the
you too,
interview.
Takuto.
Yeah, thanks so much for your time and then for such a valuable information with us. Thank you very much.